Yeah, yeah, I'm gonna talk about why people change up on you quick. Like you'll talk meet somebody literally in a moment, you would text them or whatever or call, and then all of a sudden they just change up on you. Not saying it's your fault. It's usually something with inside the person. Like you will talk or whatever, you will meet or whatever. It could be a boy or a girl, it doesn't matter. Like it could be a man or woman, like, you know. And usually they invite themselves first. You know what I'm saying? Or they'll come in your space. They'll probably admire you from afar, so they'll find like you know, a good time to talk to you or say something random or whatever. Like they'll be comfortable. It could be because they're trying to like gauge you or whatever, but usually like they do it because they may have admired from afar or whatever or wanted to hang out. That happens. People want to become friends. That happens because humans are social creatures. But something about you irk them. Like when you see somebody afar, you don't really know who they are. Like you can only just tell. Like you only know a person as they talk or like move around. If you're seeing a person walk far away from you, like you may like him or whatever or her or whatever, but as soon as they talk or whatever, or they just show you themselves or just text or whatever, you're really getting to know the person technically, you know. So I think something about you irked them without you realizing it. It's not your fault the way you talk or something, you know. Especially if you guys don't really think alike. You guys may be both humans, random people who just meeting up and could possibly just hang out, but it doesn't work that way because you guys have two different mindsets, which equals two different like energies. So it's like, I mean, people have egos, so it's like that's a that's a mix too, and you just irk them the wrong way, like without them knowing. A lot of people just have just deep subconscious issues or whatever, like just pocketed inside of them without them knowing. So you're just gonna irk them, like it's like you become like repulsive. So you guys was already talking or whatever, getting things clear, and it's like they would just look funny and look dumb just doing it, and people just want to save face, so they're just gonna avoid it. That's what people are gonna do, avoid accountability. A lot of people will just fold on you, you know, and that's what it is. It's not your fault. A lot of people just don't have any character development. Like 99% of people, especially they're not doing it. They're not going through a lot of suffering or this, maybe a small degree, but it's like it's not life is not teaching them a lesson. They're just rolling by the winds. So they're not gonna be good people or authentic people. They may be decent, but they're not like authentic. So it's like a lot of people are just gonna change up on you. It's not your fault. Like it's usually not. Nothing you did wrong. You could have had good intentions for this person, but that's just how it is with people. And they finally like it just registered. You know how you talk to somebody and then you just register how they are, like something's about them. Like you made us talk before because you're not trying to like pick up on a person when you're talking and you're just talking. You're distracted because they're talking or whatever. And something that's like the aura of a person, it just hits you after. I think that's happens to them in a second. I guess most people they don't like have that accountability and they're just more egotistical with it or whatever. Like they're just gonna just be repulsed by you and they're just gonna just switch up. That's how people are. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing you really did wrong. That just happened to me a few times. A lot of people would just go a certain way, like it would just be funny, and people they got personal problems in their life too. So a lot of people don't say nothing about it, whatever. So it's like that beats in the front. So it's just not gonna work. That's why they change up on you, and you feel like you're the only person that happens to. It happens. I be feeling like that too, cause it's like just the energy. You guys are two different individuals or whatever. Like just the mindsets. Like so, people's egos is gonna feel a certain way. They're gonna feel like they can't keep up with you, or the way you talk. It was like maybe it was too like straightforward. Like it was just hitting them like their soul, so they just couldn't like. People just have egos, mentioned. They're just gonna avoid it when something is high volume or whatever. People tend to avoid it. Like that's how people are. Like even if it's think it's like a like this is how people are, man. So they're just gonna change up on you. You don't need those people around you, anyways. You know, you need to, find somebody that you're compatible with. Like if you're not, then it's like, I don't know, it's just gonna fizzle out. You know, even if like you was like cool with people in your family, it would just go a certain way. Like they wasn't really rocking with you, man. So it might admire you from afar, but it just fizzled out. You know, so that's why they, switched up on you. So yeah, guys, thank you for watching. Like and subscribe, man. Keep it up. Y'all take care. Listen to the video thoroughly.